to change my life. We did it, baby. This was a birthday gift to myself.
March 2025, it's my birthday. I'm turning 26 today. I left my home in the Netherlands. I have no home. I have no job. I have no purpose. I have zero close friends. And I'm also almost out of money. So I'm at the perfect 0 point. I've been ghost walking through life, doing a mediocre version of myself. I've always loved extreme shit. I'm giving myself 1 year to change my life. I'm recording this shit, one video, every week.
It's so awesome that I just documented all of these thoughts and had such a clear mission statement of what I was about to do, 1 year to change my life. And when I look back at all of these videos, I really see a guy who pulled himself out of a slump, which I'm just so thankful for, that I took that leap and really jumped into it head first. And it's so ironic, destined, that the channel is called Unexpected Fullness, because so many unexpected things came out of this journey. That's actually one of the biggest things that changed my life, which was, funny enough, just having to make a video every week, because this is probably the most consistent I've ever been with one passion in my life. For the past 10 years, every year I've done different shit, but I've never done something every week for a whole year. So the maturity that grew out of that is insane. And I started applying to all different things in my life. I've gotten so much more consistent because I know that if a dip comes, or like if something is a little bit less enjoyable, it doesn't mean I should quit. Actually, what I realized is oftentimes I'm right at the brink of my biggest breakthrough, because that is what happened with music as well. I thought I fucking lost it. I will never make music again. Boom. I make my best song ever. And then the same thing happened with the video during the year. Like, I thought I fucking lost this video shit. I have zero inspiration. Boom. I make the best video I ever made. So at one point, I just couldn't trust that voice anymore. And that is one of the most beautiful things that came out of this. I love all of these different videos, and they all just serve a different purpose. And that's really something I saw as time progressed. Like the one where I go all out and go super artsy, poetic. I love that one, but I also love the one where I'm just existing and I don't really know what to say, but I still make a video. It brings out a different type of art. And that also made me just appreciate the process more. Because if it's not necessarily about making the best thing or this perfectionist, you can just enjoy creating. And I think that's really something I took out of this year, just the joy of creation and really appreciating and loving the process, which I think can only happen through consistently doing something for a very long time. Yeah, and it really brought me back to like how skating was like back in the day. Sometimes I would land all my best tricks. Sometimes I would not. Sometimes I would try something for 5 hours until it worked. And it was always good to just go out skating. So there's like a sort of childlike enthusiasm that has returned within the creation process that is really lovely. And I also just proved to myself how easily I can make high quality shit. Finding myself every week completing a video from start to finish, from filming to editing to putting it out to posting it, that did so much to just the faith in myself, and like it built up this confidence that matured me, that just gave me life and trust that I really fucking needed.
And on top of that, I'm dealing with a lot of injuries. Both of my knees hurt. My back fucking hurts. There's issue with my shoulder, my elbow. Just like, what the fuck?
I must say the whole movement journey is literally one of the biggest blessings that came out of this whole thing. And that's how I also started reframing it at one point. I was like, okay, cool. I can either be a victim to this, have a victim mindset towards all of these injuries. Like, why is this happening to me? Or I'm going to turn this into the biggest blessing of my life. And that thing has really propelled into me having such a greater relationship with my body. My body's gotten stronger. I know so much better how it works. And the injuries have vastly improved, Obviously, we're still improving. It's a long process. But I feel like one of the foundational pieces have really started to fit, where I know what to do. I know how to slowly build up my training regimen, and I've also just been mad consistent with it. I really turned my identity into someone who moves every day and who trains and takes care of his body. Somewhere in this process, I felt like the old Sam that was just super wild, committed, but also inconsistent. I felt like this old Sam started merging with this future Sam. And this future Sam was like holding all of this wisdom that I gained over these years. And I felt like these two Sams started to like talk to each other and just fuse together into this current Sam that I was like in the process of becoming. And that was such a beautiful process because I felt for a long time that was about to happen, where like both of these forces were about to align. Passion itself and just going for it, combined with this more mature, consistent person, and that those like really started fusing together. At one point, I stopped comparing myself to all of these older versions of myself, because what started happening is me living in my prime right now. I've never been this consistent. I love making music, and I feel so much purpose with it. I feel so much creative freedom. My body feels amazing. I feel more mature. I feel like I can handle difficult phases in my life better.
I've done so much work on myself, so I'm so ready, you know? And I'm just done with being in this fucking cocoon and just sort of trying stuff and then giving up, just not believing in myself. I'm so fucking done with that shit.
I already had all the tools and the potential, but now I've actually practiced with these tools. Just saw that sometimes it needs a couple times for things to click. A video I always wanted to make, or a song I always wanted to make. Sometimes it takes years, sometimes it takes a decade. But when you finally see that evidence of what you secretly always knew what was possible, it's just the best fucking feeling. I found realness in the low points and come to terms that those build my character. And by consistently creating so much and just showing up for myself, therefore I've just gotten a bit more, I'm not thrown off the rails that quickly anymore. I didn't know if I was able to trust myself anymore, because for years I hadn't fully lived in my potential. So being in this year of really not knowing I have that potential, but acting upon this potential, making a video, releasing it, making songs, finishing them. That is the biggest muscle I've built this year. The actual practice of my potential, which gave me so much confidence and kindness towards myself. Like, it feels like the highest form of self-love. And it's really because I have the evidence. I have a year of evidence. Thank you to anyone who watched the video, joined me on this journey. I feel the love. I felt the love. We were 26 in the first video, 27 now. I feel younger than ever. We're going to keep continuing this journey. This was just season 1. We're going into fucking season 2. A lot of fucking music is coming. Let's not get it. You know, it wasn't perfect. We took a little summer break, moving back to the Netherlands, blah, blah, blah. But we picked up the pace back again. And that is also a testament to what this whole year was about. It's not about being perfect, but it's about not letting that derail me. And that is the fucking biggest thing that changed. I would first just really let low moments and difficulties derail me. And now it's way fucking harder to derail me because I see the bigger picture and I've practiced with the bigger picture.